Today we have a very interesting topic, Dr. Mickey Mehta's Reverse Your Universe, and explore the science and philosophy of the Age Ailments Reversal Program. And to discuss how yoga could contribute to good health and wellness on the occasion of International Yoga Day, we are the most fortunate to have with us Dr. Mickey Mehta, global leading holistic health guru, corporate life coach to Bollywood superstars, top politicians, India Inc., and several Miss Worlds and Miss Universes. He has been practicing yoga for 50 years and has over 40 years of industry experience. During this period, he has achieved numerous awards, accolades, and global recognition. To name a few, he was awarded the Health and Wellness Icon Award of India by Economic Times and is among the 100 most impactful wellness leaders of the world.
Okay.
Announced at the Global Wellness Conclave 2018. He has been awarded by the Rotary Club of India in its centenary year for his highest contribution in the field of health and wellness. He is also the recipient of Fit and Fab Global Spa Award 2019 as the pioneer of holistic health and wellness in India. He is also the only Indian to have an honorary double doctorate in holistic health and life sciences from the Open University, International University for Complementary Medicines. He has the rare distinction of training the police, army, navy, and air force personnel. He is also the author of bestsellers, The Shunyam Quotient and Lose Weight, Gain Shape. And there are many more books which are going to come shortly. He's also a speaker at Harvard University, IIM, IIT.
So you look like no. He's reading, so he's reading close.
May I request the participant to be on the mute, please? I need to speak about a brief about the respected personality, celebrity, mainly because he is worth it. So we have with us the multifaceted personality, the author, the poet, the columnist, the mentor, the guide, and the philosopher, and so on. So here's a short video which we would like to play to get the infectious energy. Video, please. It's not audible.
Mickey Mehta's Yo Workouts. Get natural, exercise, let your life get Mickey Mice, Mickey Mice, Mickey Mice, Mickey Mice, Mickey Mehta's Yo Workouts. The global leading holistic health guru, भारत में इक्विपमेंट फ्री ट्रेनिंग के अग्रदूत, 24 घंटों में स्विमिंग सिखाने के विश्व रिकॉर्ड होल्डर, भारतीय टेलीविजन और रेडियो पर वेलनेस को लाने वाले पहले शख्स, वेलनेस जॉनर में सोशल मीडिया की बादशाह, होलिस्टिक हेल्थ कैटेगरी में विकिपीडिया पर आने वाले एकमात्र एशियन जिन्होंने ट्रेन किया है बॉलीवुड के सितारों को, बड़े बड़े रईसों को, जाने माने नेताओं को और मुंबई पुलिस को, जिन्होंने भारत को कई मिस वर्ल्ड और मिस यूनिवर्स दिए, भारत के सबसे बड़े होलिस्टिक हेल्थ पोर्टल के संचालक, an author, a philosopher, an institution, the brand, the dream life coach, the legendary Mickey Mehta.
Thank you so much, audience. So we have with us multifaceted personality, the author, the poet, Dr. Mickey Mehta with us. We are privileged to have you, Dr. Mickey Mehta. Over to you, but just a small kind of introduction information I need to give to our dear audience. Request everybody to be on video mode. You can mute yourself because we want to see the faces. in video mode, please. Thank you so much. Dr. Mickey Mehta, before we start the session, can I have a question? Can I ask you a question?
I'm all yours. It's International Yoga Day. Anything and everything to do with fitness, health, wellness, well-being.
Sure. Okay. So when we received this topic for this session from you, Reverse Your Universe and Explore the Science of Age Ailments Reversal Program, we are very intrigued with this topic, in fact, because we know that in reality, biological clocks just ticks by and, age and all, we don't have any hold on it. So we just wanted to know, in such case, how does this Reverse Your Universe has relevance? Over
So
to you.
let me tell you. Let me tell you that humans are the only beings who know how to walk backwards, how to turn around, how to reverse things in life. Because we are conscious, and we are conscious that we are conscious. 14.8 billion years of evolution, the evolution of matter and energy, and around approximately 4.5 billion years of evolution of mankind. Now, only mankind has the potential on the ladder of evolution to rise above gods and fall below animals. So this is our strength of being super conscious. If we can walk backwards, if we can make mistakes and correct them, we can also make mistakes with our health and recourse them. So let's say the disorder can turn into order, can be brought back into order. The dis-ease can be brought back into ease. And then you can avoid decay and death. So I would say the first thing that gets disturbed is your heartbeat. Your heartbeats go staggered. Either it races ahead of the rhythm or it falls back, lagging in the rhythm. In both the cases, the functions of your organs and systems, your nervous system, all your digestive system, all your renal functions, your glycogen management, your pancreas, your insulin management, your elimination, toxin elimination system, everything go for a toss. So, first things first, breathing in a regulated way, exercising in a regulated way, eating food which is completely nutritious and it can relate to human body organically. Very important. Your body should be able to be recognized. They should be in a position to recognize that food as organic friendly. And of course, mingling with the elements, taking sunshine, looking into the vast expanse of the sky and feeling the same within, vastness, infinity. Okay, listening to the chirping of the birds and uplift your moods and emotions. Touching and tasting lovely things, smelling fruits, flowers, or simply the coolness of the breeze. So mingling with the elements and of course doing the right thing, simply sitting and taking a shower. So all these functions are, modalities are restoration. So for your benefit, I've got you 2 muskmelons. Now you can just imagine. Okay, so have you heard about Pavlovian theory? So anyway, for those who've heard about it, so muskmelons, even if you don't have, but if you have it in your memory, and you can imagine this, and you can imagine the taste and smell, you will start drooling. So anyway, I'm smelling the muskmelon. They literally smell sweet. And so muskmelon, honeydew melons, cantaloupe. Now, when there is a sweet fragrance of a fruit or a flower or wet soil, any such fragrance, your mood is elevated. When the mood is elevated, your endocrine system works. There is harmony of hormones. Harmony of hormones not just stalls aging, but does the repair and reverses it also. Similarly, when we challenge our body with exercise, so we stretch, we contract, we use gravity, we use acceleration, deceleration, dimensions. So with this gentle calibrated challenge, we keep renewing our muscle tissues, bone density, collagen, cartilage, great blood circulation, lots of oxygen inside. So once again, it's not just restore and repair, it is reverse. You reverse it. So you're making new memories on your genetic signature from the old memories of disorder and dis-ease, the new memories of order and ease. Then, of course, rest, meaningful rest. If you learn how to take meaningful rest, trust me, each night you will sleep like a baby and wake up like a daisy. Why I say wake up like a daisy? Like a wonderful, sweet smelling, beautiful flower. Doesn't have to be opened per force. So if you eat in time by 6:37, if you sleep in time by 10:30, you will wake up around sunrise. Your eyes will simply open up like flowers. Your body will be fragrant because your body would have done the repair work inside. The body would have healed organically, properly, well orchestrated. All the systems would have been switched off in the Brahma Muhurat for at least 2 hours in the Turi Avastha. Your body temperature would have dropped by 2 degrees. So, cold climates, cooling of the body, antacid, alkalining the body, they all are age reversal processes. Anulom Vilom, balancing the heat and cold in the body. Anulom Vilom, balancing the creative and the analytical mind in the body. Calming the body, yoga nidra, shavasana, everything is about restoration and repair. Now, post restoration and repair begins the rejuvenation. And with rejuvenation speed growing, reversal of age and ailments happen. So, I mean, there are millions of ways. So, I've worked with so very many cancer patients where big doctors have given up saying not more than 3 months or 4 months. But me and my team of herbologists, Ayurveda doctors, physiotherapists, homeopaths, and yoga experts for meditation, etc., we have made them live for 13, 14 years. Paralytical patients, where doctors said that will not get more than 20, 30% movement in the lifetime, over 2, 3 years, we've gotten 60, 70% movement. So for octogenarians normally, who can't even sit in bed and they've lost control over bladder and bowels, with 2 years of work, not just sitting, standing, but they walk for 5 kilometers every day. This is the power of yoga. This is the power of Ayurveda. This is the power of natural therapies. And this is the power of self-belief. Only humans in their superconsciousness has the ability to rise above gods and fall below animals. So, Krishna, Christ, Muhammad, Mahadev, Zarathustra, Buddha were all gods, humans in seed form, they became gods. They became fragrant. They flowered, they fruited, they became sweet, they became vibrant, mingling with the elements. Early in the morning, have breath for breakfast. Take a sun bath, take an air bath. Look at the vast expanse of the sky and feel the same infinity inside. Your confidence goes up. Self-confidence. In Hindi we say Atma Vishwas, Manobal, Manoshakti, Atma Shakti. So these are optimistic attributes which help you change the genetic program, and the science of which is called epigenetics. So I work with very many special children from ultra net worth families and special children who are affected with the hereditary genes. To work on their genes, to edit them, make them forget the old pattern and make them create new synaptic connections, new neural firings, new memories, new form, new function, new stability, new ability. So we can reverse the diabetes from your genes, because it is said, epigenetics say that only 95% of your genes are completely indeterministic. 95%. Only 5% are deterministic. So forget the 5%. Work with your 95%. You can change them. Like you can become the Harry Potter of your life. You can mold your life. You are the wet clay. Your health is a wet clay. And you can be the co-creator of the destiny of your health. You have 2 legs to walk towards it, 2 hands to make it, a mind to perceive it, a heart to believe it, and a spirit to achieve it. So, Rig Veda says, we are the deepest desires. We are the deepest desires of our being. As are our desires, so will be our will. As will be our will, so will be our intentions. As will be our intentions, so will be the deeds. And as will be the deeds, so will be the destiny.
So well
So
said.
seed your roses of health today. Seed your flowers and fruits of health today.
Yes.
Strengthen their roots, sweeten their fruits. Heal yourself, heal the world, and be healthy. Not just reverse your age, reverse all your ailments. So trust me, we have worked with people in last stage with few breaths to go, and two such cases 8 years back are still living. Just make them breathe. Just make them start pulling air. And the turnaround of bioclocks, turnaround of bioelectricity, turnaround of biochemistry will happen. There's a science called neuroplasticity. This suggests that. There's a science of telomeres, and telomerase also says that, the more you breathe, the more you exercise, the more optimistic you are, the more nutrition that you have, the more food that you eat, the more confidence that you have, the length of the chromosomes in your brains keep increasing the length of your age.
So it's beautiful listening to you. Just your words have given us so much of inspiration, Dr. Mehta. I have another
Thank
question.
you.
I have another question. See, we have also observed that there are young health freaks, who are regular gym goers, but unfortunately, they have succumbed to sudden deaths, and this has all happened of late. Uh, and we agree that an intense workout has an impact, but do we blame, because we also know that exercise is important. So what's a fine balance which we can have, so that we maintain that equilibrium, doctor?
So exercise for equilibrium is yoga. Weight training, speed running, hyper cross training activity, okay, they destroy the equilibrium of the body. Unless the trainer is good, intelligently, he takes you to high points, brings you back to recovery, again takes you to high points, but sub-maximal. So if your trainer is smart, it's good. But generally, I would say yoga is the safest way to integrate. Yoga is the safest way to conserve your energy, preserve your breath, and bring your heart into the rhythm of the word. So the word hriday is where the word rhythm comes from, etymology of rhythm. And the rhythm of your heart is nothing but the circadian rhythm of the cosmos. Your heart throbs with the axis of the earth if it is calm. Your body rises with the sun, energy in your body rises with the sun. So no sooner sun's light hits your pineal gland and your skin, which is 80% of the organ, your body comes and becomes jubilant in celebration. Mode of celebration. There is cellular energy surge. The pineal gland releases serotonin. Pituitary gland begins to regulate your life cycles inside. The thyroid gland begins the metabolism process. The thymus gland is ready and alert for all eventualities of foreign attack of germs and virus. Your T cells, B cells, they all are perfect. The macrophages in the body, which is our first line of defense, everything is alert yet not stressed out. So our circadian rhythm, our unit rhythm, should be synchronized with the unity rhythm. Rise with the sun, let it ebb with the sunset, and sleep for your proper hours, and sleep easy. Breathe out your day, days, weeks, months, years. Life and lives live together. And then sleep very calmly. The sleep will be healing, meaningful rest. Otherwise, it's the opposite completely. So, simple exercises where you stretch, where you contract, where you get convoluted, but slowly. So, yoga is about from dis-ease to dis-ease. It's a journey of discomfort to comfort. Once again, disorder to order. So, yoga postures repair, rejuvenate, restore, and they give you a surge of energy inside you. And it's a slow cook. It's slow cooking, inside, outside, not getting burnt from outside and not cooking inside, which is why The people who run a lot, do intense exercises. I mean, at 8 in the evening, come on, when your body is at the lowest energy.
Yeah.
And I've heard film stars exercising at 12 in the night, 1 in the night.
Mm.
It's bizarre. It's much against the rules of nature. So in Hindi, we say Prakruti ke niyam. So the 8 limbs of yoga are Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dhyan, Dharana, Samadhi. So Yama, Niyama, order of the life, being in discipline, being in charge. Asana, postures in poetry, full of awareness. Pranayama, regulated breath of magic. Pratyahara, internalizing of senses. Dhyana, your focus like laser. Dharana, attention, and dharna, dharliya, devotion, sincerity. Samadhi, the absolute, becoming one with the absolute, becoming total in life. So this can reverse the 7 sins: pride, anger, lust, envy, gluttony, avarice, sloth. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mad, Maya, Matsara. So a human being subjected to the forces of entropy, time, matter, space, light, motion, mass, causation, effect, can cause disease, disorder, death. But Ashta Angas of yoga can give the counter and rejuvenate, regenerate, revitalize, naturalize, and Mickey-mize.
Okay. Dr. Mehta, I'm very happy to inform you that we have nearly 54, 55 participants. I request all my participants to share your queries and all with Doctor. He wants to have this session a very interactive and engaging one. So I request my audience to please ask questions. I have set of queries, but I can just go on. I want my audience to speak.
Let's know. Yeah, okay, let them come.
Yeah,
I'm happy to do it.
yeah. So please come up with the queries. Anything anybody wants to ask a query, please ask.
So towards the end, I will give a small demo of
Absolutely.
yoga
Yeah, we'll require
philosophy
that.
science.
Yeah, we'll require that.
So
Some
that I will do at 450, 4.50.
Okay, okay, okay.
Because after that, I'll make you meditate, I'll make you laugh.
Sure, sure. We can. I think we can start that, Doctor, because now we have good.
Okay, let me start.
And then we can do.
Okay. So don't mind if my performance is a little not up to the mark, because this is my, I've gotten up at 4:35 and
I
this
know.
is my 11th, my 10th event. 10th.
Yes, yes.
And I have three more to go.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 more to go.
Yes.
Okay. So now tell me, can you all see me clearly?
Yes, Doctor.
Can you see my hands?
No,
Can you
we
see my
can't see
hands?
your hands. Now we can see.
Now?
We can see.
Okay, so the first things first, the simplest way to reverse your age is become a mountain, become a snake, slowly, all gently. Again, become a mountain, become a snake. I said very gently, don't push yourself beyond a range you can't.
Yeah.
Slowly, by and by, you will improve your range. Again, mountain, stretch. Thereafter, you can simply release your knees, and life starts from the east. So, Paschimottanasana, from west to east. So, breathe out, breathe in. Now, each time you breathe out and go down, you suck your stomach, suck your buttocks in tight. Your digestive juices will flow, they get stimulated. Toxins will ooze out when you crunch. The stomach will become hard. Your bowel and bladder movement will become stronger. Your controls will become stronger. And not only that, your sugar management, your glycogen management, your insulin management, your renal functions, they will all improve once again. Then you can do it with one leg. Same thing, opening up of the spine. Look at this. The other leg. Simply a butterfly, colorful. Open up your inner thighs. Let the blood gush into your genitals. Very good. Now, sometimes to progress in life, you have to bend backwards as well. So I will show you a backward bending exercise, which is a halasana. So, can you see my legs clearly?
Yes, 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 doctor.
Okay. So from here,
What a bend.
and now you can get your knees to your ears. Again here. Now the continuity of this, I will show you that the flame of health should always burn bright. So I will show you that as well. After the flame burning bright, remember one thing. Your attitude makes the difference in your success. An open body is an open mind. An agile body is an agile mind. So open up yourself.
Doctor, you are able to
So,
do this mainly because you are perfect. You have, attained
I
that
know, but you
perfection.
guys can also. Okay, now one more thing. Bridge the gap between your mind, the heart, your body, and the spirit. So I will show you a perfect bridge to bridge the gap. Now let me tell you that the cobra becomes the sharpest when it is like this. So move like a cobra, but don't bite, but increase your light in your brains. Now remember one thing, the arrow always becomes the hero because the arrow gets the target, the arrow has the trajectory, the arrow is aligned, but the real hero is the bow. So it is because of the bow, the arrow becomes the hero. So become a bow, Dhanurasan. So Dhanurasan gives you that stability, that sight, that objective, that intense sincerity, a pinpoint focus in life. So Dhanur. From here, and so crawl back to life, crawl back.
I don't think so. After doing so much, I'll be able to crawl. I'll be dead over there. That was so
So
good.
my sincere caution to people
Yeah.
that do this very gradually, try and have supervision, but nevertheless start the journey today. Reversal process of your age and ailments. Death has no right on life.
Yeah.
Death is the culmination of your doings, of your diseases, and diseases are the culmination of your doings, your choices. So a human being is born to simply live forever or choose to stop eating, drinking, and choose to stop breathing one day and pass away and sublimate its energy, but not die to disease. Dying to disease only animals should, not a human being.
That's a nice way of saying, sir. We have started getting queries on our chat box.
Oh.
I have Vibhav Mohan. Vibhav, can you switch on your video, and I'll just I can ask this question, or you can ask Dr. Mehta. Vibhav, can you switch on your camera? I think. Okay, I'll be asking. Yeah, I'll be asking this question on behalf of Vibhav Mohan. Please suggest a routine for current corporate routine, especially work from home. Uh, Doctor, you would be aware that most of us are working from home, and we have become and it's sedentary lifestyle kind of. So at this point, what should be done so that we have that vigor in us?
So let me tell you, it's a great opportunity. Working out of home is a great opportunity. It saves your 2 to 3 hours of commute every day. That's number one. Number two, the biggest complaint you guys had, you don't get rest. You'll get adequate rest and those additional hours to sleep. The third important blessing, you get a lot of time with your family, especially with your kids, your spouse, and your parents. Fifth, sixth, you never participated in cooking, cleaning vessels, sweeping. So not that I did, but I did my bit by doing marketing, cleaning the table, laying the table. I did my bit. But this participation brings the family and family bonds together. More intimacy of hearts come to play when all day all family people at home. Deeper understanding of different personalities get settled. The frictions are sorted because you learn to live and coexist. You learn to complement and not to contradict. You learn to complement and not to conflict. So COVID has been a big blessing in many ways in bringing people together, making you independent, making you reinvent yourself. Are you could you hear me? Could you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
a blessing in
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, so it's a blessing in disguise. It's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah. Doctor, we have started getting many queries. One is, what can you give me advice to reverse hair fall? This is the only question. Megha, if you can come and elaborate on this query, please.
Yeah, Megha ji, please elaborate.
Megha, I second your query. No problem. Please come on screen and ask this question. And I think for ladies, it's always a problem. Hair fall. So how do we have reverse hair fall?
Yeah, I agree with you, Sunita. Yeah, hi, Sunita. Hi, sir. Actually, my query is regarding hair fall because of this pollution.
Video. Let me see
Sorry,
your
my
hair
camera
fall.
is not working. There is some low internet issues going on today.
No, you're lying. You don't want to show your hair fall. Okay, that's okay.
So if you could just guide us on what we can do so as to reverse the hair fall that is already done.
Now see, you cannot pick point and you cannot pinpoint and work on a particular issue. You have to work holistically. So nourish yourself in every way, circulate yourself in every way, energize with breath yourself every way, regulate your hormones in every way, and most of the things will be sorted, addressed. Now the thing is that there are certain oils for hair management. So one is Mahabhingraj is very good. Eating almonds, eating sesame seeds, doing a lot of yoga and stretching and opening up is very good. So these are basics. But I give customized solution when I see the constitutional deficits and gaps in a person, when I see problems with the characters and personality along with constitution, and then I recommend remedies. So then we work on every single gray area of health, mental, emotional, physical, every which way. Whatever is challenging the growth of the person, we simply reverse it and make the person bloom like a flower.
How nice. Okay, I have another query. How much water, according to you, is enough water?
So do you ever count how much breath is enough for you? You take breath as much as you want. So water also, biofeedback, physical intelligence, that you must drink as and when thirsty, which means your body needs water. People say 8 to 10 glasses of water, or that if you're I would say the amount of water is that some people say go to 15 glasses and 5 liters. Please don't do that. Because you get water in fruits, water in vegetables, water in food. But first thing in the morning, you must have a lot of warm water.
Yeah.
Couple of hours after meals, you must have water, not in between meals and immediately. And have so many fruits and vegetables so that you get natural moisture and water inside. Now that is vital because distilled water, full of oxygen, full of vitamins and minerals, full of potential, full of energy, that is what is needed.
Yes. I have another query from Kriti Sinha. Kriti, if you would like to come and ask this query, it's little personal. She's suffering from knee problem. And despite doing everything like sattvic diet and yoga, it's not cured. So I think
Something is missing somewhere. Something
Yes,
is missing
that's
somewhere.
what I wanted to ask because I've been following Ayurveda. I've been doing yoga, all the postures that you showed us for 1 hour daily. I've been eating sattvic diet, I mean without onion and without processed food, everything. But still, the knee pain is not going at all. What am I doing wrong? I'm taking sunbathe for daily approximately 30 minutes.
So let me tell you, I'm sure there are many gray areas in your personality, in your character, in your subconscious, which everything put together is not allowing your body to heal. So sometimes we come in the way of ourselves in terms of healing and restoration repair processes. So such cases, I mean, I do deal independently, individually. Should you wish to, feel free to get in touch. We'll work out something and take it forward.
Okay, definitely.
But meanwhile, you can start with something like Mahamash oil. So Mahamash oil, you can warm it, heat it, and pour it on your knees every day, 3 to 4 times a day. Collect it back, heat it, and pour it. Collect it back. Do it at least 5, 6 times.
I tried that too. I went to one of the Panchkarma center and they did that for me. But it
Okay.
didn't work.
So you haven't come to me. So once you come to me, it will work. God willing.
Okay.
Kriti, I'll give Dr. Mehta's number and all. I have your email ID. I'll share that.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay, definitely.
we can do a phone consultation or we can do whatever video consultation.
Okay. Okay.
Doctor, I have another question. There are a couple of more queries. One is from Jisha. Jisha, would you like to come on screen and ask your query?
Only if she can switch on the camera like the previous lady. She
I'm
was
sure.
bright and bold.
Yes, because
No
she has asked
camera,
her.
no question.
Jisha, you can come
No
on
camera,
screen.
no question.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here. So my query was, because these days, work life is generally so demanding, and then you have to look at so many things, and you're constantly on call and emails, discussing whatever, solving some problems, etc. So you can't help but multitask, and this multitasking induces a lot of anxiety, and you kind of feel that you're scattered and all over the place, and it's not a calm feeling. It's not a strong place to be in. So is there some yoga postures or maybe food recommendations which you think will help this issue?
First of all, whenever you go for big buffets, have you gone to Vegas, Las Vegas? Huge buffets, whether for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Unimaginable, miles of food. But as much you take on your plate, you deal with it. So choose to take as much on your plate you can deal with. That's number one. Choose in preferential order. That's number two. Also, number three, when your plate gets overcrowded, choose to finish the food you want to finish and waste the rest. Better to waste plate than to in the stomach. Now, this is an analogy for work that whatever you can't finally, put a tab on it and take it for next day and sleep well. Don't take it to bed. So I always tell people, don't take your work to bed. Don't take your office to bed. Don't take your boss to bed. Don't take your mother-in-law to bed. Don't take even your husband to bed. psychologically. Sleep individual. Breathe them all out of your system. Don't let them haunt you in your subconscious. Okay, so all the multitasking and the people behind the multitasking, they are like zombies crawling in your mind while you're asleep. Don't allow that to happen. Okay, now simple ways to breathe it out. Shut your eyes and sit quietly. So, you can either eat a pomegranate or you can smell mangoes and eat as many mangoes you will not put on weight. You want to try this? Eat 12 mangoes a day with 3 cups of milk. Nothing will happen. You will not put on weight, lose weight. Plus, you get revitalized, you get rejuvenated. Number 2, smell flowers, smell fruits. Number 3, go close to your family, hug them, kiss them. See the way when you exchange warmth, all your stress gets dissolved. Take a warm bath or a cool bath, sit down, or simply go to the window, or start chanting and praying slowly, not fast like a machine. Don't count your chants. Okay, don't count your calories, don't count your steps, don't count your reps, don't count your salaries. Count pleasant memories, experiences. Don't be an accountant with your life. There are places you become a human being and not a machine. At work, you are a machine because what is expected out of you is not human many a times. But I saw pretty good working conditions when I came to BKC and Nariman Point. Okay, so I met both the bosses there, and even Santoshi was damn cool, man. Although she was very dressed in ethnicity, but great style, great grandeur, and people loved her. I saw the cavalry; it was just so perfect. Then I saw the similar ambience in BKC, so it's perfect. So Jisha, are you a client or you're a part of this group, Mauritius Bank, State Bank of Mauritius?
She's a partner.
We are partners with.
You are partners. So you're partners in crime. So partners in crime have to get punished equally and rewarded equally. So Jisha, let me tell you, you can unwind yourself, stop where you are, pause where you are, and get collected. Each time you feel rushed, each time there's a stretch, stress, pull, push, you're getting jostled, tossed, turned, stop, disconnect, and connect back. Like when your computer hangs, you switch it off, reboot it, reset it, bring back the order, bring back the tranquility. And trust me, so once again, fragrances, fruits to eat, coconut water, bath, stepping out in the garden, looking at the sun, looking at the sky, the vast expanse brings you that self-confidence that you are also vast. So I'll give you a small philosophy of Jalaluddin Rumi that there's a very, very good saying, just let it come to my mind. Yeah. I've been living on the lips of insanity. I've been living on the lips of insanity, asking questions, knocking at the door. The door opens, I've been knocking from inside. So solution to every problem of your life is within. Simply shut your eyes, self-actualize, self-realize, then get optimized, maximized, naturalized, and get Mickey-mized.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So we all now know how to get Mickey-mized. Okay,
yeah, so I think we can just take 2 more. Only 2 questions.
2 more questions. Just 2 more questions. So one question has come from our customer, Mr. Rajesh Sajnani. I request you to switch on the video and please ask the question. He has raised his hand, doctor. Hence, I'm not able to.
Bring him on board. If the video is on, I will attend to him because if I see the person, I can tell more. I can speak more about the Constitution.
Yes, yes. Mr. Rajesh Sajnani, please.
Mr. Rajesh Khanna, please come. Okay, so next question. Go to the next person.
Next question is that how to deal with this uncertainty because there's so much of negativity around and so much of fear of joining back office and getting, hit by corona or, the virus.
Okay,
So how do I ghee.
So what is certain? What is that one thing in life that is certain and constant? That everything is changing. Change is certain.
Certainly.
Change is constant. Correct? So if change is constant and you are aware of the every passing moment, you are in charge of every breath of yours, you have a pulse of every momentum of your life, become the co-creator of your change, participate in the change, instead of brooding in uncertainty, participate in your change and become creative, become productive. Don't sit back, collaborate, participate, become the co-creator. So you have legs to walk towards it, once again, hands to make it, mind to perceive it, heart to believe it, and a spirit to achieve it. You have it within you. There is certainty of confidence within you. There is certainty of optimism within you. There is certainty of creativity of consciousness as a human being within you. If a human can't do it, nobody can.
Sure. Last question. Two last questions, Doctor. One from Aditi
Follow.
and the other one is from Supriya. They have raised their hands, but somehow we are not able to see. Aditi, your question fast.
Yeah,
Aditi,
hello, sir. So I actually wanted to understand when you talk about yoga, okay, and it is more about, everybody perceives it as a physical fitness more than anything else. When you're talking about the diet, nutrition, everything is related to the physical aspect of an individual. But what about the emotional health, or in extension of what Sunita said, there's a lot of negativity. So how do you deal with it? So, and also how do you build your emotional health or mental health surrounding all these circumstances would be, really helpful for us to know.
So since everybody is affected, I mean, there's not a soul who is, not affected. I mean, in a small measure or huge, people are affected. So what the best needs to be done is start reaching out and start helping everybody, because what goes around comes around. If you start the chain of energy, remember one thing, emotion is nothing but energy in motion. Yoga allows the energy in motion to settle and become calm, which is, which becomes hyper, unsettled, hyper mind. So, Sthiram Sukham Asan. Every posture allows you to calm and settle. Every posture gives you the light of awareness and the confidence to face life with optimism. Every posture takes you into the zone of solutions, bringing you out from the zone of problems and issues, because it opens your mind, because it creates light in your mind. So confusion gives way to clarity, complexities give way to vision, and weakness and anxiety gives way for self-confidence, Atma Vishwas, Manoshakti, Atma Bal. So why do we say Atma Nirbhar? Because there is extreme self-confidence and the attitude of optimism. If you have the attitude of optimism within you, you can turn around any situation, any circumstance from wherever you are. Which is why I tell people, don't be negative, but don't be positive also. Be centered. Let whatever happen, happen. If you're constantly positive, then if things don't go the way you want, you'll be disappointed, then you'll be depressed, and then you will say once again, uncertainty, there is a low, I want to be on high. Okay? And so all that happens. So be optimistic, be charged up, be in charge, and be aware of every passing moment seamlessly, and be the master of your breath. You will be able to nip it in the bud, correct your mistake, turn it around, and put it back on the right course of laughter, happiness, joy. Come on, cheer up, smile. Barfi, come on, everybody should cheer up and smile.
Yeah.
And laugh. Laugh it out, nothing is permanent. Laugh it out, it's not worth being serious. I mean, be serious in love with your spouse, of course. That I'm not saying no. But laugh it all out. Be calm and cool about it, because nothing remains forever. Change is constant. You've come alone, you will go alone. You are an individual, an indivisible duality. You are divided, you are fragmented. can't be fragrant. So get collected, get together, hold yourself up, be the absolute person that you are. Stand up for what you want, stand up for your individuality, express yourself. Emancipation is very important, otherwise you keep coming back and back. There are things you want to do to liberate your spirit. Do it. This is the lifetime. Do it. Your life is your right. You have responsibility towards your family, but your first responsibility is to your evolution. What you're born with, your genes, your signature, your talent, your skills. Express freely. Open up. Liberate. Meditate. Celebrate. Whatever.
And make amends.
Okay, so then I come to the
Thank
last
you.
part of it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
last, you
So-
are.
So I have a last question for
Acha, okay.
yeah.
Okay, who's this?
Quickly, so it's
Supriya.
Supriya. Yeah.
Supriya ji.
Haan ji.
Bolo ji.
So my question is, how is this hyper-connected world? We are more interested in the lives of these so-called influencers, and in the process, we have forgotten the peace and the serenity of being alone. So here I'm speaking about the perils of social media and how that has created restlessness within us.
So, Supriya, who created social media? Man. Who is the master of technology? Man. And the master cannot become the slave. Use the technology, don't get used by it. Choose to use it when you want it. Choose to switch it off and keep it away when you don't want it. At the end of the day, you have a right over your life as well. But yes, if you're working in some cross zones, time zones, you have to fulfill. And if you're taking that salary, that compensation for what you're supposed to do, then you ought to do. Then you ought to do. So choose your job profile, choose your skill sets, choose your talent, choose your purpose, pursue your purpose, and your dreams will be fulfilled by the universe. Once you know what your special talents and skills, once you know what your purpose is to contribute, to collaborate, and to participate in the making of the universe, your dreams will be manifested just effortlessly. So make your right choices, and if you made your wrong choices, apart from the husband, you can change everything else. Okay?
Thank you so much, Dr. Mickey Mehta. Your words were
Thank-
like, what should I say?
Yeah.
Totally inspiring, totally motivated, and fully charged up without doing any yoga. And I'm sure with
Okay.
the easy to, if you can just share some tips which we can do even while sitting, in office. Just simple.
You know, the modern human being is a slave of tips. They want tips for this, tips for that, tips for this.
Easy
tips
to
for that.
practice.
It's a
Easy
way.
to practice.
Okay, so easy, the word easy is very relative. You have to become comfortable in the practice, but it doesn't matter. So, first of all, try and prepone your sleep time. Try and prepone your wake up time. You will be very well rested. You will not be rushed. 60% of urban people don't go to the loo, but they have to go in the office. And that too, not at a fixed time. And then sometimes you get so busy that your urges get suppressed and sometimes it goes to the secondary. So that causes a lot of disorders and decay and disease. So if you prepone your sleep time, prepone your wake up time, if you have lead time at hand, if you have herbal teas to drink, sit by the window, time for yourself. Organize your clothes, pull that running shoes, very ta. Everything is like a firing machine gun. Slow down, cool. You will have enough time to do everything that you want to do. So the busiest office under the sun on this earth is the office of the President of United States of America. This funny example always. If Bill Clinton had time to do everything he wanted to do in life and yet run the office well, I'm sure you and me have lots of time to do because we don't have as much on our plate as the President of the United States. You get it? So prioritize your life and choose, put it in preferential order. Do the things you want to do, liberate yourself, and enjoy, vibrate, celebrate. Be the person you want to be. Okay? Just don't be sinister. Don't be a cannibal. Don't be a zombie. That's it. Otherwise, be whosoever you want.
Thank you so much, Doctor. I conclude this session and I thank all my participants, my audience who joined, and thanks a lot to you, Dr. Mehta, who was able to come
Pleasure.
and attend this session and make us all positive.
So let me tell you, my book, The Shunyam Quotient, is the perfect book gift for mentally upset, disappointed, hurt, disgruntled, and emotionally distraught people and spiritually disturbed. It's a perfect gift because every single person who's read this book has turned around spiritually, mentally, emotionally. They've been free and happy. If people want to lose weight, gain shape, this is the book. So this is the book for immunity. 4 weeks of exercise plan if you want to lose 8 kilos up to 4 weeks. So the nutrition plan for 4 weeks, exercise plan for 4 weeks, meditation, chanting and philosophy for 4 weeks. Guaranteed results, guaranteed immunity, everything scientific, everything Vedic about it. And then everybody can get actualized, energized, maximized, optimized, internalize, evolutionize, revolutionize, specialize, into wellness, initialize, regularize, revitalize. With State Bank of Mauritius, India get mesmerized, hypnotized, specialized, all negativity neutralized, with lots of love, get Mickey-mized.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So thank you, Sunita. Thank you, Supriya. Thank you, Aditi. Thank you, SBM Bank India. What's your name? I don't know.
Shrestha.
And thank you, Shrestha. So thank you, everybody. What a great opportunity. And we can always do a follow-up session with something more focused for your clients and for your people. Until then, tata, bye-bye, see you. Keep smiling, be happy, and enjoy the fruits of life. Enjoy the mangoes, enjoy the bananas, custard apples. They were seeded and they grew before mankind was born. So they are very pure, unadulterated. Okay? See you. Bye.
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 Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
See you all soon. See you all soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank
See
you.
all soon.
Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.